What is going on, ladies and gents? Happy Wednesday, BTL episode 143 piece, joined by your guy Krabs and Jovan. How we feeling this Wednesday
Feeling
afternoon,
good.
Jovan?
Feeling good.
Feeling dangerous?
Great. Always.
Feeling dangerous? Good. Yeah, how about Drake? I'm not talking about the rapper. Never in doubt. Good fucking bet. Outright. Keep the points. Don't need them, but we took them just in case. That one looked brutal from the start, but they got going and they beat the refs too. It's always nice to beat two teams in one night. Always nice.
Yep.
Okay. JMU ML second half comeback. No, sir. No, sir. This JMU team was due to have a bad game. Feel like I'm not using my mic. Is that could be true?
Could be true.
Confirmed true.
Confirmed true. There you go.
Good.
Incredibly back.
Good. Yeah, I wouldn't touch JMU live with a 10-foot pole right now. Coppin State just looked like the Warriors.
That would make you want to take them, though.
Yeah, but I've also been saying JMU cannot keep getting away with it. Breaking Bad meme, Jesse, been saying that for weeks with this team. It just doesn't make any sense. Is every Virginia school besides VT just going to be incredible at sports now? Is that what we're doing?
Just going to say they're shooting 53% from the field, 10 for 19 from three, and perfect from the free throw line. Coppin State is. While JMU is 1 for 12 from three. So I'm just saying that's probably not going to last. So at least a live spread could be.
Live spread. Is the live spread only 4.5? Is that true?
Is it actually?
Maybe that's just the site I'm looking at. Can somebody let me know what the live line is in Coppin State? Someone's got their book up right now. How many points is Coppin State getting right now? How many points? It's got to be more than that. It is? Okay. 4.5. What the heck? All right. Yeah, that's not enough points for me. Even though that's weirdly shorts. That's a live bet. No, thank you.
They're coming.
Yeah, geez, bro. That's some respect. That's some disrespect to that program. Who's on my shirt? Grandpa Seeley. Boom.
Sick.
It's game day. Some might say it's a little weird to wear another grown man's shirt or another grown man's face on your shirt. I say, it's pretty cool. Kid's been a bucket. Yeah, 4.5 live. That's sketchy. No, thank you. But if you want to dabble, go ahead. Bet responsibly as always. We got a lot of shit to talk about today, Jovan.
Yep.
We got college basketball tiers. We're going to do this for the first time. I'm excited. If we've got time, we'll talk about some NFL look-ahead lines. If not, we'll hop right to the best bowl game of the season, the New Orleans Bowl tonight.
Can't wait.
And we've got maybe the nastiest NHL bet of the season that you told me earlier today, and I had to go to the bathroom and throw up because it was so gross.
Fair.
And then obviously the squad rides. We're going to go over college basketball today. Squad ride, don't let them get hot. That's all I'll say. Do have a couple games here starting up in CBBs that I kind of wanted to pick your brain on. There's a prop I like that starts up here soon too. I didn't know if you brought your spoon with you. There's a prop I like. Do you got any college basketball props or any props in general you like today that are up already or no?
So I do really want to wait for Mike Miles lines tonight, but the couple that I've been eyeing, and I know there is a significant blowout concern, but I am not particularly worried because I think you're going to blitz them so badly in the first half when they are playing. But I think there's two guys up for Purdue. It's one of them. It's Edey and Fletcher Lawyer. I was looking at props for both of those guys. So for Edey, I would probably go PRA, even though it's super, super high. It's super high for a reason. Just looking at UNO, like they gave 25 and 12 to Manny Bates on 12 of 15 shooting in 28 minutes earlier this year. And the 12 boards for Manny Bates is no little number because as good as he is, he's not a guy that's going to crash the boards and give you double digits pretty much every time you go out there. And Purdue, with as bad as New Orleans 3-point defense is, I assume they're going to play a form of 4-out, which they kind of do anyway, and just let Edey kind of sit in the middle. And UNO, if they don't have two guys in the middle, they have like Kirkland and Tyson Jackson in there who kind of tandem rebound. If they don't have two guys in the middle, they're going to get absolutely dominated on the boards. So, I mean, Edey is going to feast for the entire first half and part of the second half or whatever he's in. He's not going to play, 35, 40 minutes, but he should be in there plenty enough to absolutely feast. And then I was looking at Fletcher Lawyer, too, on his fantasy score. Because talking about UNO's three-point D, he is going to have plenty of looks to hit as many threes as he wants. He's going to be feeding it to Edey plenty when he's one-on-one in the paint as well. And UNO turns it over almost 20 times per game. So the steals and the blocks and whatever, it'll be a part of what he has to offer too. So I don't know. I know the blowout's going to be there. It's going to get ugly quickly. They're going to be part of it. I don't know which one of those you may like a little better.
Well, you came with the squarest prop ever, and you came with my arch nemesis' brother. So I don't really know what to do. I appreciate that. Thank you.
I know.
I think I'd rather just you tell me what to take and me not, turn super bright red and get angry thinking about these people.
That's fair.
Oh, man.
That's fair.
We got the Gen heads rolling in from the board review. Sure. Welcome.
There we go.
Always welcome.
There we go.
So jealous of you guys that get to bet PP, college football, and basketball. Yes. W. It is nice because in my states, which has legal books, you can't bet on college props, but you can on Prize Picks, which is a W. W.
Yeah, huge W.
Another common Virginia W. So those are the two props you brought. Those are the two ones that you like the best.
Those are the first two because I think it's going to be so bad in that first half. They're going to get blitzed.
Did any of these get bumped?
No. I don't know if they can get bumped because where are they going to bump them? They're going to bump them up with the threat of a blowout. Are they going to bump them down to super greened out goblins that everybody's going to take and they're probably going to hit?
The Edey one sketches me out. And again, was it Fletcher Lawyer Fantasy and Edey what? Or was I confused?
Fletcher Lawyer Fantasy and then Edey PRA.
Yeah, I would want to take just Edey's points because we saw what happens. Although it did hit last time I tried to fade Edey, which I'm not looking to do again.
Yeah.
He was sitting around 20 and a half and barely went over in a blowout game that he ended up getting pulled in at the end, but he did hit because of free throws. That sketches me a little bit.
Free throws are a big thing too because, obviously pretty much all the Southland teams, but especially UNO, hacked the shit out of a lot of guys. And if he's one-on-one in the paint, what else are they going to do?
Yeah, they're going to be hacking, and he shoots 75% from the line. So, what do you like better?
I personally like that one better just because I think he's going to be in a lot of those situations. And I know it's super square, so you hate it. But this is such a high number for somebody that they know is going to play 25, 30 minutes at the most in this game. And I think he might have 30 in the first half.
Oh, I know, but he might not play in the second half because it's going to be 100-0.
Yeah, just might. Just might.
All right, well, I trust my goats. I'm throwing it. Edey, PRA over. I'm going to pair it with my favorite prop, which starts up here in 15 minutes. So if you guys are trying to craft, if you guys are trying to tail, I'm taking Isaiah Burnett on Stonehill. The Navy transfer, the kid from Annapolis, kid from my area. Unfortunately, he's just not like that. And with the spread moving towards Valpo, I think this is going to be a blowout too, to be honest with you. Stonehill's been a little too good. They're another new team coming out from D2. And Isaiah Burnett, his average points per game is sitting around 11, but he's had a couple bigger games this season, and recently he's had a couple duds. He just hasn't been shooting as much. Because of guys like Duke Bean, who have been just kind of taking over. I know he just had like 25 points in their last game. I just don't think Isaiah Burnett is the main guy on this team. I think he's more of a role player or like a 2 or 3. I don't think Stonehill's going to be scoring much. I saw that his prop got bumped down. And from what I've seen recently from the Stonehill squads, he's just not getting 10 points. He's not.
Yeah.
It was cool and all in the beginning of the season when they were playing against, Dick Butt States, and he was kind of popping off in a couple of games, but now they're playing a real school and he's not the guy. So he's not going to be shooting as much as he did earlier on. And this is going under. So give me the under 10 points. Let me get that paired with Zach Edey over 34.5 PRA. Book that shit. Good?
Good. Locking it in now.
Okay. I'm in. And yeah, that game starts in 13 minutes, chat. They're scared to put Ryan Miller up again. Sure. Sure. Yeah, I got to get this entry into. Let's see. Never thought I'd be taking a Zach Edey over. What could go wrong? If you thought I was taking a lawyer over prop, you are smoking crack, my man. You're smoking crack. I can't even believe you wasted your time.
Just telling you. Just telling you
I
what
can't believe
I'm.
it.
Just telling you what I'm playing.
Are you taking this? Do you want to put this out together?
Yeah, I mean, I locked it in. We can put it out together.
Okay. Or should we put it out on the BTL Twitter?
We can put it out on the BTL Twitter. A little sweat, a little live early sweat. I will be taking both of them though. I'll be taking Edey and lawyer.
Okay. Mixing and matching.
Yeah, I want to see once they've started to get some of the later games, but once they drop some more props, especially out in Salt Lake City, I'll be throwing some entries. I'll be posting some.
Okay. Sounds good. What's the early sweat? What are the plays? What's the entry? Holy smokes. It'll be okay, guys. I got you. All right. Give me 1 sec. I'm going to pull it up. All right. Bada bing, bada boom. It's going to be okay. We got some time. It's going to be all right. Let me share this real quick. Here we go. Bang. Little two-piece, take the edge off. Boom. Boom, bam. There it is. All right. Feast your eyes.
Yeah. Look at that. You know, another one that was catching my eye a little bit too. Hanging Justin Mutz for 3.
What?
Yeah.
You seen that guy try to shoot something? You see that guy try to shoot a 3?
Oh, I know.
It's something.
It's certainly something.
Damn. Have they had that up before or no?
I think I've seen it up once, maybe twice. But I mean, in a game where he's gonna be playing on the perimeter a little bit, at least offensively, I would think, against BC, and BC is like a bottom 20, 25 3-point defense in the country. Maybe he gets some open looks and knocks him down.
Why didn't you tell me this before we locked in fucking Bozo Zach Edey over? Well, I could have taken my Mutz guy.
I mean, you can take that one too. Sure.
Ooh, 2 entries. Okay. Yeah, I want to see how many he's been shooting some threes, which every time I see him shoot a 3, I'm like, what are you doing? I mean, he's 2 for 3 from 3 the last 2 games, Jovan. That sketches me the fuck out.
I don't know if good, though.
It's the greatest stretch of 3-point shooting Justin Mutz has ever had in his life. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, I mean, I know.
And it's 4 for 6 from 3 in 2 games.
Yeah. Hey, picks his spots.
Don't let Justin Mutz get hot.
Don't let him.
You do like his over 3s though on that? You do?
I do. I'm just a little. I think matchup wise, I like the Purdue guys more, just because New Orleans is going to get feasted on. But I mean,
over a half 3.
Yeah.
Do you know if he was up in the last game they played in? Do you know if he was up against Grambling States?
You know, so I was looking through the little archive and I couldn't find him up one time, but I kind of remember seeing him up at one point. So I can't remember what game it is.
Fuck. So
I'm pretty sure that I'm not mistaken in saying that he was up at some point, but I'm not really sure.
Okay, great. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. I mean, Justin Mutz is feeling himself. Justin Mutz is the glue guy. Been saying it for the last 2 years. He's the glue guy. He's going to shoot a 3. Let's hope it goes in. I honestly don't hate it, man. Maybe it's a little square for me with his recent games, but I don't know. I want to root for my guy as well, and he's been cashing them. He's been cashing them.
Why not?
I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna pair it with my guy. I'm gonna pair it with Isaiah Burnett's.
I was looking too because I was looking a little matchup wise, see if maybe he has something going against BC since they're a pretty similar team. He was terrible against BC last year.
BC owns VT.
I know.
BC owns VT.
Him specifically, he was bad in that game last year.
Yeah. okay, that's good. And he's mentally, he's sharp. He's there. Like, he's a guy that I could see bouncing back and rebounding. A lot of guys, I'm like, it's probably going to be a repeat. Justin Mutt's smart ass kid. He's got like 6 degrees. I don't even know how it's possible how he's still here. Absolute dog. People forget he came from Delaware too.
Forget.
Dude's a stud. And he's hitting a goddamn 3 tonight. I'm taking it. Boom. I'm in. All right. We got that. I guess while we're talking about VT, we can quickly talk about that game. I mean, why the hell is BC only getting 9.5 points there? Help.
Yeah.
Help.
Yeah.
But I'm seeing more money on I'm seeing more money on BC some places, which is weird.
Yeah. I don't know.
Wasn't expecting that. BC is terrible, you know?
I just don't know if books are ever getting to the point of saying that BC just sucks.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they haven't covered in God knows how long, and they continue to give them massive lines.
Yeah.
So, like, it's a little weird, a little short, absolutely, but I'm not taking BC.
Oh, no, I'm absolutely tripping. VT is public. VT is public.
Oh, no. They should
VT
be.
is public.
It certainly should be.
This is not good. We're also seeing that line move from 9.5 to 9 some places now. Great. This should be a close one. I don't hate BC on the spread, and there are some games coming up here, Jovan. A couple CBB games starting up soon that I want to talk about because I might want to lock some of them in. And then we'll get to some of the good stuff. This Northeastern game, I want to take Northeastern against Davidson. I know DeGen's on them. This Davidson team is not good, Jovan. They lost their coach. They lost everyone. All they have is small guy lawyer. That's all they got. Little man lawyer. That's all they have. Northeastern, not good either. Not really sure why they're only getting 9.5 points here. Not really sure why that line is moving the other way. I'll be completely transparent with you because everyone's betting on Davidson. 78% of tickets. 73% of handle. So there's a couple ball sack states that I'm thinking about maybe taking 3 of them, hoping they go 2-1. We get in, get out. And it would be Northeastern. It would be Campbell, who are only getting 2.5 points now against a pretty damn good UNC Wilmington team that's streaking right now. That spread is fucking weirdly short, and I went in on Campbell as well. And then kind of debating between the thirds. Chattanooga is one that piques my interest today. Chattanooga, who I thought I was so low on going into the season, but they've impressed me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you. They are coming off a bad loss when they were -5. They lost outright to a below average Belmont team, and then you look over at Georgia. I mean, Georgia's 8-3. Georgia's usually the worst team in the SEC. I mean, they still probably will be.
Yeah.
But they're coming off an outright win to Notre Dame. They've covered in 4 or 5. They've won 4 or 5. So, you know, you're selling high on Georgia here, a program that I personally don't believe in. Coming off an upset. Chattanooga is a short favorite here. I like the splits. It's moved from 5.5 to 4.5. That one catches my interest too. That one catches my eye as well. Northern Kentucky also catches my eye too. Any of those ball sack states catch your eye?
Yeah, I mean, I can certainly get behind that Chattanooga play. Do not mind that one bit. Some of the other ones. Northeastern, I don't mind. I do think it is going to be a tough matchup for them against your boy, Foster Lawyer. I think he's going to have a day today. I might even take his prop. I've been looking at that for a minute. Might have to lock that in.
Dude.
No. Hanging him 2.5 threes. 2.5 threes. You want to hear how he's been shooting recently?
Not good. He's been cold. Trust me, I know.
Yeah, he is 4 of his last 20 from 3.
Yeah, I know. Not
terrible numbers, but Foster Lawyer numbers, not great.
Yeah.
Then overall from the field, I guess is even worse. 9 for 45. And he's hanging the 2.5 threes today.
Yeah, that's interesting. If you take that, I hope your entry loses. I do.
I'm about to lock it in as we speak.
Yeah, I think I'm probably off Davidson now. If they're hanging that, if it's going to be Foster Lawyer tweak game of the century, no thank you. I can't go through that mentally. Can't.
Unreal.
Can't do it. Can't do it. But I want to take the Fighting Camels, bro. I want to take Campbell. What do you think about Campbell?
I can get behind Campbell. Give me a second though. I'm getting this
Okay.
entry in for your boy.
Yeah, get your entry in.
You know what I'm gonna do?
I'll talk about Campbell.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this to even make you more upset. I'm gonna put Lawyer and Mutts in the same entry.
Dude. Why do I hate Foster Lawyer so much? Probably because he's cost me more money than my tuition probably cost at VTech. Not actually, but
probably close.
Maybe close.
Probably close.
But yeah, I want Ricky Clemens. I want the 5th year. I want Ricky Clem. I want the Campbell Fighting Camels at home in an insanely weirdly short line here. I mean, this Campbell basketball program is a joke. I've actually been to the campus. I was there for a baseball tournament one time. Not the greatest place on earth. If you went there, sorry, but no powerhouse, sports-wise at that school. UNC Wilmington has been incredible since last season. I mean, absolute covering machine last year. And would you look at that covering machine again this year? 7-3 ATS. And they're on a winning streak, though. They're coming off some great wins, honestly. I mean, they beat High Point, really trendy, good mid-major. I mean, they've beaten Coastal. They've beaten ECU, who's been playing better of late. They beat North Texas when they were +9. Like, this UNC Wilmington team is good. Why are they only -3 on the road? I don't understand. And I know they play way better at home. I don't get it. Capwise, data mining, and Degen like Campbell as well. Does that make you like it, though? I'm totally cool with that. I trust those guys.
Yeah, smart people.
Yeah, I'm okay with smart people on a play. Now, when every single smart person I know is on a play, it's still cake. So it's definitely not ideal, but it's totally fine. It's totally fine. But I'm trying to look and see if there's any injury concerns, Jovan. Like, I'm confused. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, that's certainly a concern, but I am not sure. Not sure what to do here.
Let's see. Did Shaquem Phillips play in the last game? Let's check this out real quick. He's the only guy that's missing a game under his belt. Yeah, he did play. The heck? And I'll go through Rothstein's tweets, make sure I'm not seeing anything, and I'll go through the beat reporters and make sure I'm not missing anything. But it's looking like I'm going to be playing Campbell. It's looking like I'm going to be playing Chattanooga and maybe one more. I was also giving a look to Detroit. Do you have any thoughts about Detroit Mercy today on the roads or Northern Kentucky on the roads? Either of those.
Let's check it out. Don't think I looked at those games on first look.
Okay. Looks like Eddie Lampkin will be available tonight.
Yeah,
by the way.
We knew that.
You probably knew that, but that might be new public info.
Yeah. They just have they sit out guys. They sit out guys against the SWAC opponents. They do it every time.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Just to do it.
It's a good point. Okay. Let's see.
Let's take a look.
Wow, Auburn's Jalen Williams is coming back tonight. That might be POD worthy. I've been waiting for something to kind of tip me over the edge on one of those 3 big plays I sent.
That could be it.
That might be the straw that breaks the camel's back.
Yeah.
And I ain't talking about the Campbells. That camel's back is strong. Strong backbone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild, Jovan. That makes me like Washington today significantly more. And look, I know we're going to get into the TCU-Utah game, right? And I talked with you about San Fran. You're kind of, watching San Fran, seeing what's going on. You're with me on Washington. You like Washington a lot?
Yeah, I mean, they are so like in a spot, like there's nothing that's not going to get me to bet Washington today because I've been looking forward to this game, one of these games for a minute now because we're talking about fading Auburn on the road. Same way I was looking forward to fading Arizona, their first Pac-12 game on the road. Not this conference game, but I got to do it, especially against a talented Washington team that's going to play a defense that's very unique to what Auburn has seen to this point. I like it. I'm on it.
Okay. And, dude, I'm not seeing any injury shit for UNC Dubs.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean there's not anything. But, I mean, holy smokes, man.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Interesting for sure.
Yeah, so go ahead and give me Campbell. Go ahead and give me Chattanooga's. But I need a third Dick Butt State to pair with these. You got any other plays up your sleeve, brother?
In these early games, specifically?
No, just games today, just CBB games. Northeastern is not out of the picture, but actually it is. It just started. It's officially out of the picture.
It is out of the picture. A little bit out of the picture.
Confirmed out of the picture. JMU also crawling back in. We probably should have taken that.
Yeah. Probably should have. I'll tell you what. Looking at this Iowa game, and I know it's Iowa against Eastern Illinois, but this is one of the highest totals I think I've seen Eastern Illinois have in a while. And yes, part of that is because Iowa is going to steamroll through their defense, but Eastern Illinois doesn't really score, and they've been a little better than I guess they were last year, but not really against any of the good opponents that they've faced. 57 against Illinois, 43 against Ohio State. And I don't know, 67 against Ohio, if you want to count that. So, I mean, that's a lot of points. And it's starting to see, I guess I see a 148 hanging. This is on, I don't know, it's looking like a over. I wouldn't be shocked if we see some points.
Smells like an over.
Smells like one. I want to see what the splits look like. Splits are all right.
I think Iowa might win this game by literally 100.
Yeah,
which would be good for the over.
I was debating, laying the points there. To be honest with you, just a little appetizer, but you can't do that on too many 30-point spreads.
Yeah, is it weird to you that Iowa's look better without Murray?
Yeah, I mean a little bit, but
it's definitely interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting. Interesting for sure.
Okay.
I do like that over though.
Northeastern might be the worst team ever created. Joel, you're only one possession in, brother. Strap in. They are terrible. And I've been trying to bet on them and be sharp for the last year and a half, brother. And you know what? I'm kind of sick of it. You see how easy it was for Jovan to talk me off that play? You didn't even really try.
I didn't. Yeah.
You didn't even really try. All you had to do was mention the F word.
Foster.
And I was off. Get the fucking chills just hearing that. All right. What about these other games? Northern Kentucky and Detroit. Two big dogs on the road.
Ooh. I mean, I don't mind. Let me go back to that. I don't mind Detroit. Did we get a lawyer bang? Did we already?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's go.
Yeah, I think we got one. Great.
Let's go.
Dudes.
Yeah, I mean, with as well as I think Cincinnati's been playing lately, and
Foster lawyer layup, by the way.
Layup. Doesn't help. But yeah, with as well as they've been playing lately, and it's tough because Detroit Mercy haven't been winning games, but they've been covering quite a few games. So I guess that you can put up their sleeve, and they do have Antoine Davis. So I don't know if the public is still liking them a little bit, but Cincinnati has looked like a much improved team over these last couple of weeks. So I could certainly be compelled to lay that 13.5. I'm interested.
Detroit's been playing like shit.
They haven't been playing
the last couple of games.
Not bad. I mean, they've been hanging in games. They're what? Lost 3.
Yeah, they did almost beat Charlotte. The Eastern Michigan loss as a favorite is bad. It's bad. But it's one game. You're right.
Yeah.
It's one game.
This one.
I mean, Cincinnati's on absolute fire right now. Do you believe in this team?
No.
Okay.
No, not in the slightest. All right.
And then let's go over to Northern Kentucky here real quick. Playing against FAU. Yeah, the Norse. Playing against 10-1 FAU, who is the best team ATS in the country, I'm pretty sure. I mean, they're on fire. Florida Atlantic is. They're on absolute fire. I kind of want to take the Norse, but the Norse always let us down in big spots, I feel like.
Do they?
Not this year. This year they came through. Last year they burned me a lot. I'm going to check the splits out, but I'd be interested to give the Norse a look. I would.
I could be compelled. I'm not against this. I'm trying to see how they've been as of late. Been all right. Not fantastic. They've been winning games. I've been scratching them out. They're not good on the road, which would be my concern here. So I don't see many great performances on the road, and they laid a 21-point dud against FGCU on the road when they went on the road there.
Yeah.
47 points. A good Washington State defense, albeit, but that's a little scary.
Agreed. That's definitely scary. You know what else is scary? FAU hasn't lost at home this year, 7-0.
That's a little scary.
7-0. They're also undefeated against the spread, Jovan. They're undefeated against the spreads. Let me look. It's on TV. It's on Conference USA's. Hey.
Does that count?
I think so. I'm pretty sure I get that channel. I don't know. 40% of bets. CUSA. You know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of the channel USA. That's a channel. That's an old people channel.
Yeah.
You're 100% right. That is not a TV channel. All right. 40% of bets, 75% of handle on Northern Kentucky, plus 13. Those are pretty good splits.
Yeah. Don't mind those at all. Don't mind it at all. Look at Louise here.
I'm thinking. What about Cal? You think Cal gets our first win tonight?
No, I'm not betting Cal.
Cal's playing a decent UTSA team. Cal hasn't won a game all year, and Cal's minus 4.5 tonight. I know it's a Power 5 school against a mid-major, right? But damn, that could be something like the Louisville line last night, though, right? Lipscomb was, ended up actually being the favorite against Louisville, and they won. They were just the better team, better than mid-major, but who cares? They were just the better team. Could be similar to that.
Could be, and I mean, Cal's had lines out the ass. They can't score, so I think in that game, I don't think they're going to come out hot to the point where they just blow them out from the start. If they are going to come out and win this game, so I think if you want to take Cal, I would eliminate the points. So I would look for a live bet opportunity there.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm locking in Chattanooga. I know that.
That's fair.
I know that. Getting them +4, not ideal. What can you do? I'm taking Chat. And I'm probably going to take Campbell, too. How about them apples? All right. You want to talk about TCU since we're here?
We can talk about them real quick.
All right. Look, I know you're going to be on TCU's. I know I'm already on Utah for a rack. Bet lines, not teams. System play. Home unranked team as a favorite against a ranked team. Don't overthink it. Keep it simple. What I will say is that this Utah team has been overperforming. But since Damian Ball's come back for TCU, they haven't lost and they haven't not covered. So all this talk about buying them at the right time, all this talk about TCU hasn't even really showed up yet. Since their star's been back, they literally haven't lost or have not covered. They've looked great. This Utah team probably isn't as good as they've been playing, but they've been shooting the shit out of the ball. Led by our guy, Brandon Carlson, their center, who's a fucking bucket. And they got some pretty good guards, too, some older guys who've been around as well. So this is a very well-coached Utah Utes team. Definitely not as talented as TCU, not even close. And on paper, TCU should roll here. They should get every single rebounds, at least offensively. They're one of the best offensive rebounding teams in the country. I know you know that. You guys should roll here, and there's no reason you should be an underdog, in my opinion. Utah's been overperforming. Thoughts?
I don't know if they've been overperforming, but I think they get respect, which is why I think the total, like, I can't blame you for taking Utah. I don't think by any means is a bad play. I just do think they win this game. I think TCU does.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if you were to look at these two lines between the spread and the total is what stands out to me much, much more.
Mm-hmm.
And especially when you talk about a Utah team who 6.5 point underdogs at home against Arizona, I don't think TCU is going to be 7 point underdogs at home against Arizona. I think the gap is there. So the respect is there. So the line makes a little more sense to me. But talking about the total, this is a Utah team who at home is giving up less than 60 points a game. It was like 58.5 or something like that. Against TCU is one of the worst shooting teams in the country. So going on the road, something's got to give. And we see, again, going back to the Arizona game against a dynamic offense, they give up 66 points. And now I see kind of going along with the total, TCU team total with this game at almost a pick 'em, sitting 70.5 juice to the over. So again, something's got to give. And I don't think they're going to have to shoot their way out of this game. I think it's going to be a game where they're going to pick and roll to death, maybe get some action on the pick and roll with Lampkin back, with Cork back. Mike Miles is going to have to be the savior of them all. He's going to have to get to the basket, which Utah at times has been prone to do, letting guys get to the rim. So it's going to be a great game. But when I thought of this game initially, and I think many of us think the same way, these are one of the two most dominant defenses, in kind of the mid-pack of their conferences. So to see this total going 137 to almost 142 now, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's definitely weird. Somebody's scoring.
Yeah.
Shit, it could be both.
Could be both.
Could be both. But I'm with you. That total is higher than it should be.
Yeah.
It's higher than it should be. So maybe Utah's defense isn't as good as advertised when they're playing up against some elite talent in TCU. Maybe Utah's hot shooting continues. I don't know.
Yeah. The thing that I saw too about Utah's defense is they've been very lucky. It's kind of like expected goals in hockey. They have a ridiculously bad shooting percentage against them, both from 2 and from 3 and on open looks. So again, TCU is not a team that's going to be knockdown shooters kind of all around, but something has to give.
I agree. Something's got to give, chat. Something's got to give. Looks like Foster Lawyer and the boys are already losing. Fuck.
They're back.
Should have trusted the guts. That's okay. All right. What about Washington? I know you're in Washington. We didn't really talk about why we like it yet, but dude, I'm in. I love the move. I love the splits. I love that Auburn's getting one of their studs back, not one of their best players, but a guy averaging close to 10 points a game is coming back. So you want to fade that good news. And, system play, an unranked team at home, weirdly short dog here against a ranked team. Now, I don't like that Auburn's coming off a loss. I'll be honest with you. They've actually lost 2 of 3, but you harped on it yesterday, talking about this Auburn team and how you think they're going to be struggling on the road down the line. Washington's a tough place to play.
Yeah.
And that defense is legit. That zone they run, legit.
Yeah.
So you think that'll give Auburn problems today? Is that a bad matchup for them? Is that why we're seeing the spread a little short?
Yeah, I think so. And I think it's particularly important with Wendell Green coming back. Last game, I think he played limited minutes in that game. He's going to be their primary pick and roll ball handler for most of the game. I guess Katie Johnson, if he's playing, can handle that as well for a little bit. But he's going to be the main guy, and he did not look comfortable whatsoever. Didn't make a shot from the field. Had 2 points, I think, all on free throws. Had a couple turnovers. So yes, he's going to ease into things, but this is a very tough defense to kind of ease into things against that zone. That's going to be really nothing, like nowhere close to anything they've faced so far. They've had a pretty lackadaisical schedule, I'll say, other than some tough games they've had in the last week. They haven't really impressed in any one of them, no matter who they've been playing. So this zone is going to give them problems. I think offensively they haven't really found a flow. I think it's going to lead, yes, like my man Bert's saying, a lot of turnovers. It's going to be a really ugly game. I wouldn't be shocked to see another 50-50 type game. Not as bad as the one they played against Northwestern, but similar type game style. So I think Washington's going to cause them problems.
Yeah, I think they win this game.
Yeah,
I think they win this game. And then San Francisco, another play that I have a pretty big investment on here against ranked Arizona State. Another system play identical to what we just talked about in the Washington game. Look, I've been impressed with the San Francisco team and them being able to stay good after a lot of guys graduating and their coach Todd Golden going to Florida. I know you're not Todd Golden's number one fan. That's okay. With how they've started out down there in Florida, you might be right. But this Arizona State team, maybe the hottest team in basketball besides Purdue, who just hasn't lost yet, but they're just the best. 8-4 ATS on a crazy winning streak, 11-1. Arizona State sitting that, man. They're playing good ball. The Dons, led by Tyrell Roberts, the kid who came over. Pretty sure he came over from Washington State, I think, last year.
Yeah.
He's been their guy, leading the way with some really good guard play. And that's how San Francisco has won. That's how they're winning this year with Roberts and Shabazz, who's back for another year. He's kind of the glue guy for this team. He was there last year. Dog. This team wins with threes, shooting threes. That's how they win. And they got a couple foreign bigs who are decent as well in Zane Meeks. And then a guy who I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce, Vladimir something from Ukraine, who's 7'5" and giant and can only play a couple minutes because he gets tired. What do you think about the Dons tonight?
It's taking a lot for me to not play them because I think this line is ridiculously short, just like our man is saying, after they lost as 15-point favorites against UT Arlington. It looked bad, but when I look at this game, I think, like you said, they're going to win by shooting threes and from behind the arc, and they're playing a really, really good three-point defense in Arizona State, who not only are they really good at defending the three, but they're very athletic. They're very long, which when they've played teams like that, when San Francisco has, they haven't done well, especially they covered this game, I guess, by a point, but New Mexico, who's a really good team, really athletic team, they gave them a lot of problems. Really, that game in the second half, they got dominated a little bit after coming out hot. So I would be a little worried. And I think as far as the spread goes, we talked about this a little earlier because it's all metric-based. And I think the reason that we're seeing some of these very short lines for Arizona State is that loss to Texas Southern. And I guess you can talk about that performance at Tarleton State early in the year. I think that absolutely wrecks pretty much every metric, every number that's used to kind of calculate and project these lines. So I'm always starting to be a little more cautious now with how I look at these Arizona State lines. But I do think that spread is really short, so I can't blame you for doing it at all.
Arizona State on absolute fire. San Francisco coming off an outright loss to UT Arlington when they were minus 14.5.
Yeah.
Weird.
Very.
Weird. I went in. I'm already in. I've got fat units on Utah. I've got fat units on Washington. I've got fat units on San Francisco. I think it's going to go 2-1, and we'll be seeing.
Yeah.
We'll see. Maybe that one will be your TCU Horned Frogs, and if that's the case, I'm okay with it.
Fair enough.
Right? Guys, if you're not tracking us or following us on Pickets, if you're not holding yourselves accountable betting and tracking your action on Pickets, you're a step behind, and you're literally a grandpa. Figure it out. There's so much good technology out there, and the Picket app is fire for tracking your action and seeing how much you're actually up or down. So go follow us on Pickett, and they're in Canada now. So no excuses for my boys up north. Okay. Track your hockey bets on there. Why not? Why not, eh?
Why not?
All right. Let's talk about these CBB tiers. I want to do them still.
Yeah, let's do it.
I want to do them still. Let's power through them. You want to share your screen?
Yeah, let me get to it.
Okay.
Let's do it. Let's talk about it.
All right. I'll change the background. Looks kind of whack with this.
Background. It looks weird. Looks
Can you
super
make
weird
your thing bigger? Can you make it wider or no?
Can I? I don't think so.
Okay, that's okay. That's okay. This works. Cool. There we go.
There you go.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah. Keep it going.
All right. All right, guys. So we're gonna make a fucking tier list here of college basketball schools. We've got GOATs at the top. Obviously, we've got contenders. We've got underrated. We've got frauds, and then we've got Air Force. You want to go ahead and explain the Air Force category for the people?
Yeah, I mean the Air Force categories is probably going to include a school named Air Force and people that we both do not like to bet on. We want to keep our coins far, far away from. So that's that category. The other ones are a little self-explanatory. So we can start with the Arizona Wildcats here. What are your thoughts on them so far?
I'm in on Arizona. I don't know if we put them in the GOATs. Honestly, maybe we do. I think we leave the GOATs tier for, probably Purdue. We're going to get to, and maybe, a handful of teams that we think have a chance right now to win the Natty. And Jovan, to be honest with you, man, I think Arizona is one of those teams right now.
I think they are.
I think we put them in the GOATs. I think they deserve it.
Put them in the GOATs.
Okay. What do we got now?
Arkansas. Very strange one. Very strange one.
Ooh. Arkansas, they started off the season banged up a little bit, right? This is tough, man. Because when they're healthy at the end of the year, they could be a contender. Maybe we put them in the underrated now because they really haven't played that many games under their belt with their full squad, I feel like. But they're also missing
I'd say
what do you think?
I would probably put them in underrated just because, yes, like you said, they haven't put had a lot of games with their full team. They also haven't had many games with their full team that they've been tested too, which is big.
Yeah, and they only have one loss.
Yeah, they played those couple games, and we were just like, they'll get it together eventually. They'll have their team, but we haven't really had those chances yet. So
okay, well, you can go ahead and drag Mississippi State. You know where to put them.
Yeah, we know where they're going. Shout out to Drake Bulldogs for ending that.
I mean, if you can't beat Drake, you don't deserve to be ranked. Sorry.
That offense is so bad, so painfully bad to watch. Garbage.
We will keep them in the frauds category. All right.
Yeah. Let's add another one.
What we got now? Baylor.
Another one. Why don't we?
Yeah, you want to put them in the fraudulent category? I think I'm down. They can't guard a parked car. And what's going on with their injuries? Aren't they missing a guy right now? Are they missing a guard? Flagler?
Yeah, Flagler didn't play yesterday, which, sure, definitely contributed to how they looked in that game, I guess. But, they're just bad, dude. Like, it's simply as it is. I love Flagler, love LJ Cryer, but they're role players at the end of the day. So, like, they're not going to be able to go anywhere if those are their two main options. Like, hate to say it, love Jalen Bridges too, and I love what Keontae George does. But again, those are guys that are not role players, but they can't be the guy. They don't have a guy that's that guy in that offense, and they need that, especially when they can't defend like they normally do.
I agree. Hey, you think that turmeric is some good stuff with the ginger and
I think so.
That's healthy purchase?
I think so. Crazy that they're showing this as like a targeted ad because I don't think I've ever bought a supplement in my life. So
maybe they're trying to tell you something, Jovan.
Yeah, maybe they're trying to tell me something, man. Maybe a little bit.
Get your subs up, brother.
Yeah, got to.
Okay.
Next one.
Yeah, let's put Baylor in frauds. I'm with you on that. This is a tough one, man.
This is a tough one. This is a big tough one.
Big win last night. I'm impressed. And they still have one of the best coaches in college basketball in Larinaga. I don't know. What are you thinking about them? I'm a little biased to the ACC. You know that. And look, they almost melted it, but they got it done last night, and that's an impressive win.
It is. I will say, though, from watching that game, not just the fact that they let them back in the game late, but Virginia looked so bad. They should have won that game by 20. And Miami, their non-conference schedule has been so ridiculously soft to this point. They played Maryland, I guess the one legit team they got to play, got smoked. I guess if you want to call Providence a a decent win, which I guess it still is. They beat them, so props to them. But other than that, I have not been impressed really at all.
You see, this is when we need like a mid tier. Are you able to add a tier?
I think they're underrated. I'll put them in underrated.
You want to put them in underrated?
I'll put them in underrated because I think they're good. I think we're still a little out on them until they show otherwise.
Okay, definitely not contenders yet.
Not yet, but I can see them getting there. I can see them getting there for sure.
Most expensive locker room in college basketball.
Yeah.
All right, UCLA. They're fucking good.
Yeah. You know what I want to do?
You putting them in the goats? You put them in contenders?
I want to put them there.
Okay.
Put them there.
I'm cool with that.
I'm
cool with that. I wouldn't be betting on UCLA to win the Natty, but it's a veteran team, a very well coached team, and they've got some impressive wins already. I mean, winning in Maryland by 40. I know Maryland looked like they're playing with their eyes closed, but that's a really tough place to play, and they look great and they look confident.
I agree.
I'm with you. They're a contender.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
Big time.
Texas.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
Interesting one. So I think, I mean, there's a lot of things going on with Texas. We talk about Chris Beard situation and everything. So it's kind of a jury's still out thing. I want to see how they play come Big 12 play. Because they haven't looked great in these little 2 games, which I don't know how much you can take that to heart. But I'd say they're still contenders. They're still playing well. It showed some great wins in non-conference early. So until they prove otherwise, I'd say they're a contender.
Okay. I'm cool with it. I think it's night and day from the team they had last year. Now, we're not going to talk about the coaching situation, but night and day with the roster they have this year.
Just a little bit.
Way better mesh. Auburn, are we jinxing it? Oh, too late. They're frauds.
Yeah. Whatever, regardless of what happens tonight.
I was going to say, you sure you want to put them in here now after we're going to potentially fade them? But yes, I'm in. Okay.
Yeah, regardless. Even if they come out and win tonight, cover tonight, whatever it is, I'm just not in on this team, especially like we've been talking about on the road. It's tough. It's tough.
Okay. Air Force Goats. Greatest team ever.
Yep. They just
fuck you, Air Force. Fuck you.
See, now you know. Now you know why
they were raining. They could not miss.
Yes, that's why I've stopped. What? I've stopped altogether betting anything Air Force. I've stopped.
All right.
That's why.
Bama.
Yeah, can't do it.
I think Bama's a contender.
They're a contender. 100%.
I
think they're pushing goats if they can get themselves a couple more quality wins. Maybe like iron out that defense a little bit, make it a little more consistent. I was feeling really good about their defense before the Gonzaga game and took a little step back, but I still think they're very, very good. Brandon Miller, absolutely unreal. They're going to be a problem.
Yeah, I agree. And I think Nate Oates is the difference with this team. I forget the name of the guy who was their coach before. He's an old player, right? Gosh, why can't I remember his name?
Flipping my mind.
Avery Johnson? Avery Johnson?
Was Avery Johnson.
Yeah, he was a terrible coach, unfortunately.
Yes.
Yeah. Probably a good dude, but I honestly, I don't even know if he's a good dude, so I can't even say that.
Yeah, for sure.
He was a bad coach. Sorry. Just being honest. All right, Arizona State. You want to put them in the fraudulent category? Are we jinxing everybody today or what?
No, I think we still put them in the underrated category personally.
Okay.
Especially from, I went to that game where they stole our coin. They look really good. They look really athletic. I think they do a lot of different things with their bigs. They're switchable. They're versatile. They got a lot. I love DJ Horn. He's my guy on that team that I just love to watch every time they're on. And I think they're super talented. So I would go underrated.
And for them to do what they're doing without Marcus Badgley.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Exactly.
Impressive. I'll give you that. I swear to God, if Badgley comes out of the locker room dressed and plays, I'm going to lose my fucking mind. Although I probably will be happy because my brain is weird, and that would mean it would be a contrarian play. Anyways, College of Charleston, you know what to do.
Yeah.
I mean, they're incredible. I think we slurped them enough yesterday. They are incredible. Great coach team, the deepest team in CBB, the best mid-major in college basketball, brand new arena, people are going, fun schools, students are going, good for college basketball. Thank you, College of Charleston, for stepping up. Beasts. UConn, You're putting them
Straight
in
up.
the GOATs?
Yes, I'm putting them in the GOATs, dude.
Wow. I mean, they're going to be the favorite in every game the rest of the season.
They should be.
And if they're not, I'm going to be on the other side for a lot of money. Because that
you
won't
and me
make any
both.
sense,
You
right?
and me both. I mean,
Yeah.
they're so complete. And I genuinely think that it's not like a super hot take or anything, but I think they're the best team in the country. And I don't think it's
damn.
I think Purdue is a very close second because I think Edie is the best player in the country, but UConn is more complete to me.
Okay. Do me a favor, go ahead and drag Maryland to the frauds category.
Straight to them.
Cool.
Straight
Duke.
to them.
I think Duke should be underrated just because I think they have a lot. I mean, it's not rocket science, right? I'm not going to sit up here and preach to you. I mean, they've had a lot of injuries. They have a ton of freshmen. They're still pulling wins out of their ass. Bad loss last night. But they were down a couple of their role players who are freshmen who I think come the second half of the season. I know I keep saying it, but as their minutes continue to increase, once we get towards ACC play, I've seen this movie before. And it's the best freshman class Duke debatably has ever had. And I think John Shire will be just fine. I think Coach K was a great coach, the greatest coach of all time, but I don't really think he was moving the needle in the past couple of years, just in my honest opinion. Maryland can, okay, I'm not going to read that out loud, but I agree, Corey, yes.
I'm sure you feel the same way. The same way.
Yeah.
Add another one while we're at it.
Yeah, you can add them. Gonzaga's just not there yet. I mean, their coach is getting DUIs. What do you expect? All right. Houston, I beginning of the season, a week or two ago, I probably would have put them in the GOATs. Now I think they're probably a contender. They got to figure out how to fucking score. And Marcus Sasser needs to grow up a little bit, put those big boy pants on. Give me Houston in the contenders. Thoughts?
I'd say they're very, very borderline, but I think they are kind of right in the middle. So I'm not against it. They do need to figure out how to score. Their offense needs to figure it out.
Okay.
The defense is just so good, though. I mean, tonight they might hold McNeese to like 30.
Did you put Foster Lawyer on here?
Maybe.
Is that him?
Just maybe.
I just had to get really close to the screen. Dudes. Yeah, put him in there.
And
don't ever bring him up again.
He's in the Air Force category.
Don't ever put his face up again. We should move him to the frauds category because they're about to lose outright to fucking Northeastern right now. He should be a fucking fraud. He is a fraud. Little man. No, get him out, bro. He's not even doing shit.
Oops.
Is he? I haven't even looked.
Slipped.
Yeah, no, he's really balling. He's got 2 fouls and he's got 2 points. He's 1 for 3.
Yeah,
he's
2
tweaking.
fouls.
He's going
2
off.
foul charts. 2 foul charts.
He sucks. He's terrible at basketball. He's a joke. What a jerk. All right, Illinois. Don't let Illinois get hot. Get hot. I think they're underrated. I don't know if I'm ready to put them in the contenders, but I think this Illinois team is underrated. I think we've seen guys step up. We've seen Matthew Mayer, who I haven't seen do anything, for the past year and a half, really. We saw him step up when no one else did. I like this Illinois team. I was concerned about them in the beginning of the season when they pretty much had 10 new guys coming in. But I've been very impressed. And they've got, Terrence Shannon Jr. running the point?
Yeah. I mean, which I think that's the problem, to be honest with you. I kind of lean more frauds. And I've tooted their horn a little bit because I think, like our man Corey is saying, they do have so much potential. But you look at these games, I mean, starting out 0-2 in Big Ten play against a decent Maryland team, but then getting blown out by Penn State at home, they're relying a little too much on Matthew Mayer to go off for 25. Shout out Cracadelic, yes, sir. But I like this team. I can't believe in them at this point because Terrence Shannon is starting to do Terrence Shannon things where he just takes games off, and Hawkins is bad, like our man's saying. It's tough. So, I mean, I lean a little more frauds.
Okay. They are coming off a bad loss to Penn State, a team that I don't believe in. I'm okay with budget on here and put them in the frauds category if you strongly believe that.
Okay.
I'm cool with it. I agree. All right. We got Indiana's. We got enough room in the frauds category for this? We got enough room in that row?
Yeah, we can put them there.
Look, I mean, Trace Jackson Davis is great sometimes, but sometimes he's just not, and I just don't know if he's enough. Simple as that.
Yeah, he's not enough. And I mean, he is certainly not a fraud himself. That dude is so good. But man, this is another team when they go on the road, they're just a different team, and we see it time and time again, and it's going to come to a head. I love him, love Race Thompson, but it's not enough for this team.
Yeah. Okay, I agree. Go ahead and put Zach Edey in the GOATS category. We're not even putting Purdue in there. It's literally just him. He's a fucking menace, and not even going to talk about any of the other players on that team who may be related to Foster Lawyer, but
shout out Fletcher. Shout out Fletcher.
It's the Zach Edey show. It's the Zach Edey show. No one else. And that guy's a freaking beast. Yeah. And I hate watching him play. He's so freaking boring, but he's so good. He is so good. And he's gotten better every year, and now he's making his free throws, and he's a menace. He's a menace. It's like cheating having him on your team.
It really is. It's unfair.
Kansas, dude, I have been extremely impressed. Extremely impressed with Kansas. Straight up. I mean, Bill Self, GOAT, we know. And Jalen Wilson has been balling. Kansas, I think they're a contender. Again, Grady Dick, best freshman in college basketball, potentially. He's been pretty decent still. So I like this Kansas team. And I think, with them having a lot of guys, graduate or leave last year, right? I think as we get closer to, conference championship time in the postseason, just like Duke, I think we'll see some of these younger guys step up. I really like this Kansas team. I liked them early on in the season. I don't know why they were not low, preseason. I understand they lost a lot of their best players, but great coach, great program, find ways to win, and Jalen Wilson's awesome.
Yeah, and I agree with Contenders. I think they're just about to get up to go category.
They're close.
They're very, very close because I think this is the most complete guard room I think I've seen Kansas have in some time. They usually have, a guy or the guy. Like they had a Akbaji, a couple years. Yeah. Wiggins a couple years if you go back. I mean, now they have Grady Dick, incredible shot maker. We have Jalen Wilson, who I was worried at the beginning of the season a little bit because he hasn't shown the ability to be consistent. Now he's showing it. They have Kevin McCullough, who I think is a glue guy of that team. It's unreal. But I think Kansas is, you could put them like right here because they're getting awfully close. They just need to keep showing me more after a little of the couple of the scares they had early in the season and then getting smoked by Tennessee. But they're getting there.
Okay. Let's power through this last row here. What do you want to do with Kentucky? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm absolutely not a Severe Wheeler guy. I don't know what the story was. I can't say I've ever been a Severe Wheeler guy, and now he's kind of proven me right here. I just don't think he's good enough. I think they want him. Yeah, I think they want him and needed him to be the guy on this team, and he's not. So like they're just not that good of a team. I'm out.
Okay. Unfortunately, I agree. Also, breaking news, Rodney Rice just tweeted out a little time emoji with the little sand coming down. Those things you like flip up and down and the sand trickles down. It's like a little time thing.
Yeah.
He just tweeted that out. I think he's back.
Ooh.
I think he's back. He might be back tonight.
That could be a
dude, he 4-star from DeMatha. Yeah, that is a reason to take BC. Yes, it is. I'm not touching the Hokies tonight. Are you crazy? I'm not fading us, but holy shit. GG Jackson. Yeah, we honestly probably should have put GG Jackson.
Put GG Jackson right up here.
But yeah, no, that's huge for our program, but yeah, not good for -9 tonight.
Yeah.
But since we're talking about them, I mean, we could skip ahead, right? Why don't we put them in the fucking underrated category? I think they're still underrated.
Yeah, we can.
I do. All right. And then you want to put your Horned Frogs in there too? I mean, they're going to go in there too, probably.
I mean, yeah. They just are. They just are.
We could drop them down the frauds after tonight for next week.
All right. We can't do that.
Yes, Ty, thank you. Hourglass. I appreciate it. My brain stops working sometimes. Good. All right, Marquette. We got enough room in that frauds row for one more? Hey.
Yeah, just a little bit. I think they're a team that's in between too. It's just
This is why I think we might need to add a mid tier because there's a difference
we'll add a
between
mid tier to it.
and
Let a
fraud.
mid tier to it and go back at it because I think
Yeah.
they're mid. They're not quite frauds, but they're
Yeah.
not underrated either. I think they're good, but they'll have plenty of chances to show it. And
Yeah, I think they're
one
overrated.
of them
to be
last
honest
night,
with you.
though.
They're overrated, but I don't think they're bad. So that's why we need a mid category, I think. But
We do.
next time, Memphis underrated. Are you going to put them in contenders? I think underrated. Yeah.
I think they're not contenders yet. Not there yet. But they I mean the coaching is so much better. I think this is a better team that they've had. They've had better talent in years past. I think this is a better overall team with better coaching, and they've shown that they can kind of limit some of their issues to a point. So I think they're going to get stronger as the year goes on.
Why don't you talk about the Lobos? Where do you want to put them?
Yeah, I mean, I feel this is a very underrated team because nobody really wants to give them their credit. I know or at least you've tried to fade them a couple of times because they're kind of the trendy, undefeated team, but they look really, really good. Like I like this team, and I think they're going to continue to get stronger too. They're another one of those teams, and just they have so much athleticism all over this court, all over this team. Jamal Mashburn is absolutely balling for this team. I think they're going to be really, really good. I think they're a team that's going to sneak into the tournament and make some noise. Not sneak into the tournament because I think they're going to win the conference, but
yeah, they'll be ultimate anyways, probably.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what to do with our beloved Queens. I mean, are you kidding me?
Oh yeah,
that's the easiest one of the night. They're the goats. I mean, they covered again last night.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
they did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're so down.
They should be above the goats tier, in my opinion.
They should. There should be a
take that offline.
Yeah.
Take that offline.
Queens.
Okay. Tennessee. 2 bad losses back to back. This team found ways to lose in both those games. I'm out on this team. I think they're frauds.
I think they're mid, so they would be in the mid tier, but I think they're still on the little underrated side, I would say, because I think people take for granted how well this team can defend, and we've seen it a couple times in that Maryland game, I guess, for a majority of that game before Maryland fought their way back and still lost that game. They were absolutely clamping. And against Arizona, I wouldn't call that a bad loss because they honestly did well, I think, against that Arizona defense for parts of that game, and not many people can, that Arizona offense. So I'm still in on this team, to be honest with you. I think so.
Okay. All right, we'll put them in underrated. They'd probably be in mid after bad losses, but I'm okay with that. Their defense is good, and Vescovi is good, and their little point guard with the dreads, or with the braids. God, I'm forgetting his name. Fuck. Why am I forgetting their little point guard's name?
It's a guy,
Ziegler. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
Yes, good. All right, UVA. Wow, bad loss. Wow, this team is this team's all over the place. I don't even know what to put them. I would probably put them in I don't know, man. This team's all over. You got everyone in chat thinks they're frauds, but that's
I'll leave them in frauds for now. I don't think they're the same fraud tier as these teams, but lately they've shown some fraud tendencies. I think their offense is starting to come back down to earth a little bit.
And I'm cool with agreeing with Chad here. They wanted them in the fucking frauds category too after last night, and it's UVA, so I am always down to trip them. We can put them in Air Force if you want.
There you go.
I'm honestly down to leave them there because fuck UVA.
We can leave them.
All right. Wisconsin's. This one, I don't know. I think they're overperforming. But I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. You think Wall and this Wisconsin team that's very well coached and a good program is okay? I don't. But what are your thoughts?
I definitely think Wall is very good. It's just a question of, like, he plays such a weird role for them, and they've been doing it for a couple of years now. He's a very, very small, 4 that continues to play big. So, like, I think while they're not going to be that team that's going to, make a run, I think, and win the Big Ten, I think they're in that weak conference too. Certainly a player to make some noise. Like, I would say underrated at this point, just because I don't think many people are looking at the Big Ten and saying this is the team that's going to challenge Purdue and make some noise, because I think they will. And I obviously Edie's size and guys like that are going to be a problem for anybody. But I don't know. I think this team is good. Maybe not as good as people view them in some spots, but they're good.
Okay. All right. Well, there you have it. People in chat were asking questions. They're saying, what is this? Is this just ATS or is this just winning? It's not really anything even betting related. It's just teams. Just CBB, shooting the shit, fucking around a little bit with the Air Force tier. You know what? It's honestly good to see Foster Lawyer down there now in between those two teams. No, dude. And the way he's playing right now, if I were you, I'd be putting him in the Air Force category. He's missing threes.
That's fair.
Playing like shit.
He's not even playing.
2 points. He's got 2 points, and he's 0 for 3 from 3.
Yeah, he's not even playing.
I'll leave it at that. Trouble. Good. Don't foul people. All right. Well, this is pretty cool. Make sure you save this. We don't have to redo it. Chat, did you guys like this? Let us know. If you have any other ideas for tiers, let us know. We're probably going to add a mid-tier at least if we update this next week. Maybe we'll add a couple more teams. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Yeah. I thought that was pretty cool. Do you have a bet in the bowl game before we get to the squad ride or no?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
Anyone wondering what the bowl game is today? If you haven't looked, there's one college football game. It is Western Kentucky versus South Alabama. And I'm not really in a rush to bet it either. South Alabama, I guess is the correct way to say it. They've been on absolute fire, but to be honest with you, I'm not really in the mood to fade them. I'm probably not betting this game. If I had to take something in this game, I'd probably take the under that's come down a bunch of points with more money on the over. That's probably what I would take. Yeah. All right. The Conch said, bet another game for this game. Yeah, that's a good call, Conch, honestly.
Did the Conch say Red Wings money line today?
Yeah, give your little Red Wings pitch. I'm in. But let the people know.
This line is ridiculous, and I bet it last night when we were talking about it.
Still moving.
And I was nowhere near expecting this to go 140,
still moving.
45. Oh, pretty late too. I mean, this is the classic, like, the Lightning always have trouble with the Red Wings. That's just a fact. And Brian Elliott has been absolutely unreal. I think he's won 6 in a row, 7 in a row. We're expecting him today, I would think, with Vasi just playing last night. Regardless, whoever it is, I'm really hoping it's Elliott. But this line is absolutely insane. So I'm going to be taking the Red Wings. I wasn't even expecting a move this far. The Lightning have been unreal up until really last night. So I'll be on the Red Wings for sure.
Yeah, I just locked them in because those odds literally just keep getting worse. So I took them now. If you're going to take that, chat, I recommend grabbing it now. You're only going to get worse value.
Yeah.
It's all about CLV. Come on now.
And yeah, Fruity, that scares me a little bit too, but I see this movie every year, which I hate. Yeah, and the Bolts dominated that game in really every way except the final tally. But that was a Vasi game as well. And I have, not that I love to fade my own team, but I've been waiting for a good spot on the Brian Elliott game with the way that he's just been undeservingly winning games lately. So This is it.
Okay, this is it. I'm in. I grabbed it. It's disgusting. It makes no sense. Ace is asking for the rationale for betting on Campbell at 2:00. Ace, I don't know why the heck that spread is that short, but I went in. Yes, and Campbell, who's been a basement dweller of that conference, has looked better than I expected this season. Braden Point shots today. Dick on Tabe. That's the prop. Noted.
Love it.
You like it?
Love it.
Now, remind me what team that gentleman is on.
Well, he's in the Lightning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that scares me, though. What the heck?
Shouldn't.
His SOGs in a game we're taking the other team?
I mean, it's not like just because a guy has 4 shots on goal that they're going to win the game. It's just a spot. It's a spot play.
All right. Cool. Well, let's build the squad ride, which we've hit 5 in a row.
You guys say, let's just keep doing the thing.
Let's just keep doing the damn thing. Okay. Yeah. Chat, you guys know what's good. Let us know what you want us to put in chat. Okay. I think we put in Washington.
Yep.
4.5. I think we put in Detroit money line.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, chat, we're not putting in Utah. Come on. Come on now. Though you know where my coins are. You know where they're at. What else?
You know, one that I was eyeing a little bit. This is kind of in the NBA. Have you seen the amount of injuries that the Warriors are going to have tonight?
Is it going to be one of those buy bad news spots?
Warriors officially without Steph Curry, Andrew Wiggins, Klay Thompson, Dante DiVincenzo, and JaMychal Green tonight at the Nets. James Wiseman questionable with a thumb sprain as well. And the Nets have their first empty injury report since 2019.
Shut the fuck up.
Yep.
Oh, man. Hey, it did us well when we did it last time.
Warriors plus 12.5, and you're damn right I'm taking the money line.
Wow. It is the NBA.
Yep.
It is the NBA. Shout out the Wizards last night for breaking their losing streak. Holy shit. Let's fire our coach, by the way. Like, let's fire him yesterday. I know his dad is the greatest Wizard of all time. Don't even care. That's how bad of a coach he is. Get him out of here.
Yeah.
I'd rather have this stapler on my desk be the head coach of the Wizards. Then seriously, like, I'm not even. He's an atrocious coach. Nobody likes playing for him. Atrocious. Go back to Denver.
I didn't even see that either. Warriors are back to back off of a loss. Last night,
we could put him in. We could
not just a loss by 40.
Come on, you gotta. You're talking way too sweet right now, dude. You need to chill out.
I know.
You need to chill out. And the Nets are on a bazillion game winning streak. How about them? And by bazillion, I mean at least like 5 or 6.
They've been great. Is JMU come back already?
Have they? Let's get a JMU score check.
JMU down 2. Oh, it's tied now. Tied now with 18 seconds left. 13 seconds.
I hope you guys ended up taking that. I can already tell you.
We getting overtime? Overtime?
No. Wait, is overtime good? Oh, yes, it is good. It is good.
The over,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
Over.
Lock in Braden Point over 2.5 now before that skyrockets. Put up 9 last time they played the Wings. Okay, noted. Thank you. Good. I'm going to lock it in after this. I appreciate the support, brother. All right, well, we got 3 right now. We've got Washington, the Huskies plus 4.5. We got Detroit ML, and we've got Golden State plus 12.5. You got anything else you want to put in here? We could put in San Francisco tonight. We could put in Chattanooga. Well, I guess those games kind of start up soon.
Yeah.
You want to just roll with these 3?
I feel like we've been hitting more when we have a full thing, though. Full 5.
Okay. Well, let's put San Francisco in there if you're cool with that.
San Francisco, yeah, that's fine.
What else? Pull one out of your ass.
Pull one. I mean, how do you feel about the over instead of going with Utah?
I'm cool putting that in.
Yeah.
Right. I'm cool putting that in.
It was a 7-point game with 30 seconds left.
Damn, what the fuck? That's nuts.
What happened?
All right, we'll put in the over. What's it at?
141.
Utah TCU over 141.
Let's check. Get a consensus.
Okay. Will I be posting my full card today? Yes. I already have 3 of my biggest, best plays pins on my Twitter, though. All right. They're missing free throws. Well, shout out those free throws. Shout out those free throws being missed. Good. All right. Well, go vote. Poll should be up, right? Let's see. Go. Poll is up. I don't even know what I want to vote for because, I mean, the way you were talking about Detroit today, the way you were talking about Golden State today, holy smokes, man.
It's a crazy slate of games through every sport.
I don't even know I don't even know. Kid missed
Absolutely
4
nuts.
free throws in a row. Holy shit.
Jeez.
Is Northeastern really going to beat Davidson? Yeah, Davidson stinks. Yeah, it's Detroit Red Wings in hockey, not Detroit Mercy plus 13.5 outright.
Yeah.
You want to see the shirt though, God? Boom.
I can't believe somebody made that shirt.
Yeah, I don't know if he made it himself, but it's like his NIL shirt. So that's why I got it to support the boy. Yeah.
That's
just almost put the mortgage on Detroit Mercy. Yeah, Corey, maybe don't do that. Maybe just take a unit on the spread. Okay?
That's hilarious.
Go vote. Go. Go. Krabs Bets Hoodie Fire. Yes, still God. If you guys haven't ordered merch yet, support the team, support the boys, and ladies. I know Lauren's working on some stuff too.
Yeah.
Support the team. We don't charge for shits. Buy some cool merch. Wear it. Rep it. Your roommates will be jealous. Your friends will be jealous. It's fucking fresh. All right. Let's go, Dill God. Sure you can.
There we go.
Sure you can. Did you get the baby blue one or did you get the tan one? Where's Jovan's? This is some bullshit. He's not buying it.
I mean, we're all getting it. we're all getting it soon.
I'm happy.
I'll be repping.
Baby blue. Yeah, that's crazy. Coppin State. What a melt. What a melt.
That's nuts.
What a melt. Ron, I need to ask him about sizes. Good reminder. Let me see if I can get a bigger size for our larger gents. Okay.
Oh, my merch needs some of that. We'll be working. We'll have some BTL stuff coming soon too.
Yeah, we will. Roommates, you mean my wife will ask, what the fuck am I doing buying this? Yes, Bonzi. Yes, precisely.
That's the point. Yeah.
Go vote. Go. Vote. We got Detroit winning right now. Washington in second. Golden State, I'm surprised, doesn't have that many votes. People are definitely just scared to bet that.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is.
Yes, Chattanooga or CHT is Chattanooga. Yes, sir. Dilgod, we're working on it. Yup. Thoughts on Arizona State spread tonight? No, sir. I'm on San Fran. You know what to do. All right. All right, guys. Too much money on Golden State tonight. Really? Why would there be money on Golden State when they have 7 players that are going to be available to play?
That has what time?
I mean, we got
announced very recently.
Okay. Are you going to be locking the spread in soon, or are you going to be waiting? What are you doing with that?
No, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait a little bit because this official injury report just came out 30 minutes ago.
Okay. So all right.
Line's probably going to move the other way.
Chat, your pick has been chosen. The squad ride has been chosen. The 27-14 BTL squad ride for today. Detroit ML on the ice. I like it. We're diversifying. We're hopping around sports. This is how we win.
Why not?
I like it. Chat, appreciate you guys coming. Happy Wednesday. Hope you guys liked that segment earlier. Tomorrow we'll dive into some more NFL stuff going into the weekends. But good luck on your bets tonight. All right, JMU over Bang. Sure you can. King Dre, Jovan, W.
Lucky.
And let's go Wings. Let's go Wings and let's go Utah Utes. Sure we can.